replied that Canada could then become the 51st state. And
All right, this is bonkers. The other day I heard that Donald Trump had a meeting with Trudeau down in Mar-a-Lago from Canada. But I didn't know that Trump suggested that Canada become a 51st state. Yeah, a state, a part of the United States. Let's hear what this is about.
Donald Trump won the election. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau flew down to Mar-a-Lago. That meeting did not appear to go well. Fox News is reporting that Trudeau warned Trump that his tariff proposal would kill the Canadian economy, to which Trump replied that Canada could then become the 51st state and that Trudeau could be governor. Joining us now, staff writer for The Atlantic and MSNBC political contributor Mark Leibovich.
Wow. Okay, so that conversation didn't go too well. Imagine you're the prime minister of a country. The incumbent president of the United States calls you to his house, not even like the White House, calls you down, say, come down to my mansion in Mar-a-Lago, let's have a conversation. Who knows what type of bullying took place, and then he just says, you know what? I'm going to impose some taxes on you boys, and Trudeau didn't like it. No one would like it. And then he says, you know what? You guys could just become a 51st state, and you could just become a governor. Disrespectful. The guy Trump is a gangster. I don't... Oh, boy.
This is just such a strange story. And from the reporting, it sounds so insulting. You could just be the 51st state. What is Donald Trump's relationship with one of our closest allies? Why does he treat people like Justin Trudeau with such apparent disdain?
Because he feels like he can. I mean, I think this is basically this is essentially why he has the appeal that he does from his supporters, which is a sense of bluster, a sense of incredible dismissiveness over someone he considers inferior, someone Americans consider to be the sort of a fat neighbor to the north, and frankly, just it's kind of the law of the jungle. I mean, we are bigger than you, we are stronger than you, you rely on us more than we rely on you, and therefore I can push you around like this. I think it probably helps that Trudeau is a lot younger than Trump. It probably helps that Trump feels like he can lord over any number of things. In part, and this is reflected in how he.
I mean, I don't think the case that he's making is a case of diplomacy, right? Like just because I'm bigger, I'm stronger than you, then I should just bully you. I think we should probably be talking about what is the actual situation and what are the major concerns that Trump has. And why would he actually say that to Trudeau? Why doesn't he like Trudeau? What's the relationship really like between the United States and Canada? I think that's what we need to be talking about. But just being bigger and stronger, just calling you in like, we're America, we beat the shit out of you. I mean, people kind of understand that. But there's definitely something bigger here that we're not talking about. Yeah, Trump, I know how he feels. It's like, these people have been taking advantage, right?
He treated him during the first term. I mean, they didn't have a great relationship the first time around. So to me, this is a continuation of that. And I also think that Trudeau feeling it necessary to go down to Mar-a-Lago kind of underscores not only the reliance that he feels he has on the relationship, but also on a kind of subservience that he, along with many other people in the world and in the country, feel that they owe to Donald Trump at this point.
I just wonder how it's going to go take two, because the world has experienced Donald Trump before. Justin Trudeau's experienced him. Many of the leaders that are around today were around when Donald Trump was in office the last time around. And there was an understanding that built up over time, which was that you could flatter Donald Trump and you could get what you wanted out of him, be nice to him.
Yeah, but it's a different ballgame, right? Because I think we all saw that Trump 1.0 obviously had to be different from Trump 2.0 because of what they put Trump through in the last 4 years, right? So he got to understand, like, okay, who are my allies? Or who are my true supporters? Who are my allies? Who are my real enemies? How far would they actually go? I mean, if they could have put this guy under the jail and executed him, they probably would have. Well, they tried to, right? We had 2 assassination attempts. How many cases? I mean, the list goes on and on. So I think anyone kind of coming in is going to have to take a different approach. Because like who the open enemies are, and they would take you out if they had the opportunity to. So this is an interesting one. Really interested to see what kind of develops between the United States and Canada and Mexico. Mexico has a new president there, so a lot of new people, incoming presidents, prime ministers, a lot of new leaders around the world. So this is going to be very interesting as we go into 2025. Let's stay tuned. Let's see what happens. Maybe Canada becomes the 51st state. Who knows?